Boy, Syracuse. Boy, Buffalo. Syracuse, are you enigmas, or now are you now the bums of the Big East? And Buffalo, what is it with you and the Jets? Just 2 short weeks ago, Syracuse was playing like they were the beasts of the East from 20 years ago, after they destroyed West Virginia in the Dome. But since then, we go against 2 teams that I think Syracuse should beat quite handily, and Syracuse looks like the team from the Greg Robinson era. First, the loss against Louisville, and now we go to Connecticut, to Rensselaer Field. And who's on the sideline for the Huskies this year? It's a familiar face. The one who coached the Orange for 14 seasons, Paul Pasqualoni. And you know he had to be fired up about this. But let's take a look at it, shall we? See, Pasqualoni's the coach of the Huskies. And you know, he's Italian. And he's probably gonna make an offer you can't refuse. And look at the backfield for Connecticut. Starting quarterback, McEntee. Backup quarterback and runner, McCummings. And the running back, McCombs. Now you had to feel that there was something going on there from Ireland at the time, having all those Mick guys in the backfield. But you know, that was pretty good. Oh, that's a bad Irish brogue. Surely he must have been in school at the time. That's a better Irish brogue. Surely you think the Orange could take care of this Irish backfield. But something happened. McCombs ran all over the Orange all afternoon. And let's just say he did run over them. Even if Connecticut gave us 5 presents in the first half. 5 times they turned it over. We had it, but we couldn't do nothing. What's the point of it? I mean, 5 turnovers. You could have gotten fat from the flaky crust off those turnovers. But all Syracuse got was 7 points. Heck, they turned the ball over twice themselves. It was 7-7 there at the half. And the score there for the Orange was a nice little slant pass to Alec Lemon, who became a hot receiver through the day, and also Nick Provo showing why he's the go-to guy for Ryan Nassib. He caught the touchdown that put the Orange ahead, and it became a seesaw battle there in the second half until the Orange screwed it up in the fourth quarter and allowed McCummings there to score 2 touchdowns. Save for the last score there by the Orange on some nifty play calling there. Those reverses they had to Dorian Graham worked like a charm. Heck, they even got Nick Provo to run a reverse. But the Orange couldn't put it together again. What is with this Orange team? I mean, it boggles my imagination. Hell, look at me right now. I'm scratching my head. 28-21, Pasqualoni gets revenge on his old team. The only good news for the Orange was the basketball team opened up their season, exhibition that is, with a nice 79-49 win against Stephen Thompson and the Cal State Los Angeles team. And Fab Mello looked like he's in better shape this year. And Trevor Cooney, even right in front of Andy Routens, who was in the house, showing he might be the next one to shoot from behind the arc. But the Orange football team, I'm just wondering if Jim Moore is going to say something. Bowl game? Don't talk about bowl game. You kidding me? Bowl game? I'm just hoping the Orange can win another game, especially with the way they're playing. Good news is the basketball team plays the College of St. Rose tomorrow night. the Division II school from Albany, and they open the season for real Saturday against Fordham. But can the Orange football team get it together Friday night with South Florida, who's reeling a little more than the Orange coming into the Dome? This boggles my imagination. There, now it's all straightened out. And now, a change. Ta-da! One wave of the wand, and guess what? I go from orange to blue. And boy, does this Buffalo fan feel blue. What is it with them lately in the New York Jets? Do they seem to have a hard time with that blowhard in his team? And by blowhard, I mean Rex Ryan. Guy can't keep his mouth shut to save his soul. I hoped Buffalo could play well enough to keep Rex Ryan's blowhard blowhole shut. But what can I say? Even at the whiteout there at Ralph Wilson Stadium, the Jets took the ball and ran it right down Buffalo's throat. And I mean, but they had a great game plan, and they ate up the clock there in the first half. But thankfully, they only had a field goal to show for all that time of possession there, save for that drive where the bird picked it off. He probably was saying, "Come on now, what?" Of course, go with Morris Day in the time on that one, but yet it's still only 3-0, and I'm thinking Buffalo's got a chance against these guys if they don't let Sanchez and the Jets go all over them. But then the Jets took them apart in the second half. A nice touchdown drive there, especially punctuated after Nick Folk settled Annie's second field goal. The Gators didn't have him granny. Everybody said it was a shame because his mama wasn't working on the chain gang. A mean-spirited woman. Enough Tony Joe White, shall we? But then that touchdown drive, because of a Buffalo turnover, punctuated by the ageless running back LaDainian Tomlinson going over for a 13-0 lead. And then the play that pretty much broke it open, Ed Hockley, who's one of the worst referees in the NFL, completely blowing a call, calling pass interference, which set the Jets up for a touchdown pass from Sanchez to Santonio Holmes. And you know, it was all downhill from there. Buffalo couldn't get back in it. And I should say, in between those touchdowns, Lindell did have a field goal, but that and Bird's interception were among the only highlights, save for a touchdown catch by David Nelson in garbage time and the 2-point conversion. What is it? We just can't play with these Jets now. Let's hope we're not starting a streak, a la the one we just broke against New England earlier this year. That's all we need is for that blowhard to blow his mouth. Oh yeah, Buffalo. They can't play with us. Oh yeah. Rex Ryan, you make any comments about Buffalo, and you know what? I'm going to take that microphone and shove it down your throat. 'Cause that's what I'd like to do with you, you blusterer. I'm Ken Haas. That's my story for this week.